Picture this: Joe Biden, the 46th President of the United States, facing off against the Chicago Bulls on a basketball court. Yes, you heard it right. Our commander-in-chief, known more for his political prowess than his shooting skills, has traded his suit for a jersey and is stepping onto the hardwood. But he's not alone. Biden's team isn't your typical roster. It's filled with politicians, each bringing their own unique skills to the court. There's Bernie Sanders, a man whose stamina and endurance are legendary. He's ready to bring that same tenacity to the court. Then we have Kamala Harris, the vice president, whose agility and quick thinking are bound to keep the Bulls on their toes. And let's not forget Elizabeth Warren, whose strategic mind honed in the Senate will surely manifest in some clever plays. This isn't just a game, it's a showcase of the versatility and adaptability of these politicians. And the Chicago Bulls? Well, they're faced with an opponent unlike any they've ever encountered. A matchup like this is something you'd only see in a Hollywood movie, but today, it's our reality. The whistle blows, and the game is on. The intensity is palpable as the politicians and the Bulls lock eyes, ready to battle it out on the hardwood. The Bulls, with their history of precision and finesse, start off with a tight defense. On the other hand, Biden's team, with a mix of political heavyweights, counter with their strategic play, a reflection of their years in the political arena. The ball is in play, and the first few minutes are a whirlwind of action. The Bulls, true to their reputation, put on a show of athleticism and skill. But the politicians aren't here just for a friendly match. They're here to compete. Their strategy is clear: play to their strengths, use their wit and cunning, just like they would in a heated political debate. A few minutes in, and there's already been a surprising moment. A politician, usually seen in a suit and tie, pulls off an impressive play, intercepting a pass and turning it into a fast break. The crowd roars as the points rack up on the scoreboard. The Bulls, however, aren't fazed. They respond with a swift counterattack, their seasoned players weaving through the politicians with practiced ease. The ball flies from one end of the court to the other, a testament to the high stakes and the relentless pace of this unique game. Despite the physical prowess of the Bulls, the politicians are holding their own, matching each play with a counter of their own. Their determination is evident, each play a reflection of their resolve. They're not just playing a game, they're fighting for every point. And just like that, the first quarter comes to a close. The scoreboard tells the tale of a fiercely fought battle. The score is neck and neck, both teams giving their all. The crowd is at the edge of their seats, the tension is thick, and the game is just getting started. As the buzzer signals halftime, both teams retreat to strategize. The first half of this unusual matchup has been nothing short of thrilling, with both teams showcasing their strengths and weaknesses. On one side, we have Joe Biden's team, a unique blend of politicians, proving that they can indeed hold their own on the court. Their defense has been robust, but they might want to consider adding more versatility to their offense, perhaps by incorporating more pick-and-roll plays. On the other side, we have the Chicago Bulls, a professional team known for their dynamic gameplay. They've been able to exploit some gaps in the politicians' defense, but they've also had some difficulty adjusting to the unconventional style of play they're up against. They might be contemplating ways to better predict and counter their opponents' moves. This is a game of basketball where strategy is equally as important as skills. It's all about anticipating the opponent's moves, making the right adjustments, and executing plans with precision. As the teams huddle and discuss, the tension is palpable. The stakes are high, and every decision could change the course of the game. With the strategy set, the teams return to the court, ready for the second half. The atmosphere is electric, each player's resolve stronger than before. It's anyone's game, and we are all waiting with bated breath to see how this thrilling match unfolds. The second half kicks off with renewed energy and determination. The court is a battlefield, charged with the electricity of a game that's anything but ordinary. The Chicago Bulls, a team of seasoned athletes, facing off against an unexpected mix of politicians led by none other than President Joe Biden, himself a basketball enthusiast. The politicians, despite their unconventional training, are holding their own. They move with a surprising agility, their strategies reflecting the cunning and tact often seen in their political maneuvers. They're playing a defensive game, focusing on blocking the Bulls' attempts at scoring, while making calculated moves to rack up their own points. On the other side, the Bulls are not holding back. Their expertise and experience in the sport are apparent in their fluid, precise moves. They break through the politicians' defenses, scoring point after point. However, it's clear they're not underestimating their opponents. They're on the alert, ready to counter any surprise moves the politicians might pull out of their sleeves. As the clock ticks down, the suspense builds. Each goal, each block, each pass is met with thunderous cheers. The score is neck and neck, a testament to the unexpected prowess of the politicians and the relentless determination of the Bulls. The politicians' team, led by Biden, is pushing hard, their eyes on the prize. They're not just playing to win a game, they're playing to prove a point. They're showing that in basketball, as in politics, it's strategy, teamwork, and sheer willpower that ultimately carry the day. The Bulls, however, are unyielding. They're a force to be reckoned with, their skills honed by years of rigorous training. They're reminding everyone that they're not just playing a game, they're defending their turf. The game is down to the wire, with just 1 point separating the teams as we enter the final minute. The tension is palpable, the stakes are high, and the question on everyone's mind is, who will take that final deciding shot? With seconds remaining, the ball lands in Biden's hands. The electrifying energy of the crowd is palpable. The stakes have never been higher. The game of the year, where politicians and professional athletes are pitted against each other on the basketball court of all places, is now in the hands of none other than President Joe Biden. The clock is ticking down, each second echoing with the weight of a decision that could change the course of this game. The score is tied, and the tension is at its peak. Biden, a figure more familiar in the world of politics than on a basketball court, is suddenly the most important player in the game. The anticipation is overwhelming. Biden takes a moment, glancing at the net in the distance. There's a hush in the crowd, a collective holding of breath as he positions himself for the shot. The weight of the ball in his hands, the eyes of the world on his shoulders. He takes a deep breath. And then, in one fluid motion, he leaps and releases the ball. The ball soars through the air, a small comet arcing towards its destination. It's a moment suspended in time, the world watching with bated breath as the ball spins in a hypnotizing dance. It's a shot that carries more than just the hope of a win. It's a shot that carries the spirit of sportsmanship, of unity, of unexpected possibilities. The ball reaches its apex, begins its descent. It hovers for a moment, a heartbeat over the rim, and then, with a swish that echoes in the silence, it drops through the net. The crowd erupts in a roar of excitement. The stadium is filled with a jubilant uproar, the cheers and applause echoing off the walls. As the buzzer sounds, Biden's shot swishes through the net, securing a victory for his team against the Chicago Bulls. A winning shot, a triumphant end to a game that was anything but ordinary. Biden's shot, the shot that won the game, will be a memory etched in the annals of this unique matchup. The game may be over, but the story of Biden's winning shot is just beginning. What a game we've witnessed today. In an unexpected twist of events, we saw a friendly matchup turn into a full-blown battle on the court. The game was a back-and-forth affair, with both teams showcasing their skills and strategies, keeping us on the edge of our seats from the opening tip-off to the final buzzer. Let's take a moment to reflect on the game's highlights and pivotal moments. The Chicago Bulls, true to their legacy, demonstrated their prowess with smooth passes, quick breaks, and meticulous defense. They kept the pressure on throughout the game, showing us why they are one of the most respected teams in the league. On the other side, we had Team Biden, an unlikely ensemble of politicians who surprised us all with their basketball skills. Their play was strategic, focused, and above all, tenacious. They proved that they were not just there to play, but to compete. Now let's talk about the moment that had us all holding our breath, the final three-pointer from none other than Joe Biden himself. With only seconds remaining on the clock, Biden took the shot that would determine the outcome of the game. It was a moment of suspense, a moment of anticipation, and then jubilation. The ball sailed through the air and swished through the net, securing the victory for Team Biden. But let's not forget the strategies that brought them here. The Bulls' tight defense and quick transitions kept Team Biden on their toes. However, Team Biden's emphasis on teamwork and calculated plays, with Biden as their leader on the court, helped them navigate through the Bulls' defense and keep the score close. This game was more than just a friendly matchup. It was a display of determination, skill, and sportsmanship. It was a testament to the unpredictability and thrill of basketball, and it was a showcase of some surprising political athleticism. So, as we wrap up the recap of this extraordinary game, let's remember the sportsmanship, the camaraderie, and the sheer excitement that we witnessed today. This was indeed a match for the books, a testament to the unpredictability and thrill of basketball, and a showcase of some surprising political athleticism.